What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Sunday morning, August 9th, 2026. It is a few minutes after 8 here in the morning in the great state of New York. Heading on an emergency service call. This existing residential client gave us a call. Well, actually didn't give us a call. Sent me a text on WhatsApp yesterday evening after the Sabbath concluded, saying that, Mikey, you gotta help me out. And you guys are just here Friday evening, right before the Sabbath. The air conditioning was working great up until about a couple hours ago. Can you come out here tomorrow morning and help out? I'm like, I got you. Homeowner asked me to meet him in the backyard next to the unit. Let's see what's going on, folks. Let's see what we're working with here. $237. $217. I'm going to assume the filter dryer is inside since I don't see it here. Oh no, this is a Daikin. It's usually inside, right? Filter dryer, no, there it is. One of the hardest places you can put a filter dryer. Let's open up the app and have the homeowner turn on the power. Alright, the homeowner just came outside. I asked him to lower the thermostat, which he just went to do. He said he left this off because the circuit breaker for this unit was making a horrible, like, loud ratcheting sound. On. So we're gonna check voltage and amperage. All right, we have a core sense for that Copeland compressor. We have a hard start there as well. Interesting. Someone added a hard start on top of the core sense for the compressor. All right. Normal amperage. She was using a lot of amperage. 24. Interesting. So I'll try to explain this in layman's terms for you. You have a device on here. You have a couple devices on here that did not come factory this way. Number one, you have this device that kind of like protects the compressor. And you have another device that gives the compressor more power to start because it's a hard starting compressor, if that makes sense. Those did not come factory with the system that way. So you have a device that was possibly added when the compressor was replaced, right? And you have a device that was added to give the compressor more starting power because it needs more power now to start and then run as well. It's called a hard start. So I was about to check with the thermal camera, the temperature of the breaker you said was humming inside the house.
Yes.
But when we came back out here,
Shut off.
now that, yeah, see, 130. Yep. All right, so let's turn this back off. At the end of the day, you have a compressor that's very hard starting, and the part that they made to help buy you more time may not be working anymore. So we're going to check that next. Yeah, no restriction on the system. This 24 amps. Yeah, the core sense is protecting it. I'm going to be optimistic and think there's something wrong with the core sense, but that the amperage is increasing while the compressor runs, and that core sense turns off the system. There it is. Turns off the system. No, this is not the core sense. This is the White Rogers one, the shore switch. I don't have a core sense. You know, let's wire it like a traditional system. $15 and climbing amps. We have a flash. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 flashes. High or low pressure switch is cycling. Not really. Almost 25 amps. We are still flashing 3 on that yellow alert light. And then it turns off. And it tries to start itself back up again. All right. Go inside. Let me know if you hear that circuit breaker humming like crazy. $21 amps of power, climbing. 22 amps of power, still climbing. 23. Our pressures are 145 and 226. $24. 24.7. 0.8. 24.8. 0.9. Here's our readings with the climate class probes. 25 amps. 25.1. 25.2. Take a look at the 25.3. 25.4. Pressures are right there. I don't got any subcooling though, but probably have a piston. 25.6. 25.7. 25.8. 25.9. 26 amps. 5-ton system, folks. And slowly climbing. $26.5, 26.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 27. Yeah, it's climbing. 27.5, 27.4. 27.3, 27.2. We're going to keep monitoring this. 27.3. Well, turns out that compressor was replaced. Not so long in the distant past. Interesting how it normal at first. And yes, I checked for any voltage change while the system is running and it stayed consistent. You know, you could have a loose lug nut, you know, at the disconnect or somewhere along the way on the line voltage side of the system. It's fine. It's just that the compressor starts making noise as it hovers in the low 20s, 21, 22, and that noise gets progressively louder. I ran it until it got around 29 amps of power, and I'm like, yeah, this is not normal. Pressures, you saw that. No real superheat, no subcooling. That's also a concern. But the 5-ton system, which this is, has a 14 by 30 filter grill. Fans. It's me, Mikey Pipes.
Mikey Pipes in the house.
Thanks for supporting the channel, and thank you for your service, sir.
Amazing man, Mikey. There's no better plumber in the world.
No, HVAC.
HVAC in the world.
I only play a plumber on TV.
Only on TV.
Only on TV.
Love you, Mikey.
Love you, Motec.
Bye-bye.
You heard that right, folks. 14 by 30 filter grill for a 5-ton, 60,000 BTU system. We all know what needs to be done here. Let's properly install a system for the conditioned space. After doing a load calculation, because once you see nonsense like that, let's check everything, right? Did it really need a 5-ton system, or is that what was installed because they wanted a more powerful system and didn't change the infrastructure, right? You can't drive a Bugatti on a dirt road going to the kids' camp on a August afternoon. You know what I mean? Can't. You could. Is it good for the system, the car, the Bugatti? Probably not. Right? Then you run into humidity issues. And then I asked them about that. Like, how's the humidity? Oh, it's a little bit on the higher side. Sometimes we think about getting a dehumidifier. I'm like, haha. So we're starting the system for air. Oversized system for the area. Second compressor now. A good technician is observant of their surroundings. Test, don't guess. And if you ain't testing, you're guessing.